So what I got at the dispensary was BioJesus, which, as you all know, that's the one I save for emergencies, as I say, because it's so incredibly effective. And I feel like, whenever you have too much of any given strain, it begins to lose its effectiveness. So I use BioJesus for true emergencies. I hope everyone, well, obviously not many of you have seen it. I can tell by the number of views. I've always been talking about the popping. So ever since I got my marijuana card and got true medical marijuana, when I inhale and I hold that smoke in, the popping in my back and my spine is so audible, it's like startling to people. Well, I finally did do that blog and I researched it, and I'm pretty darn sure it's called thoracic, is it outlet syndrome? Basically, if you have a whole lot of car accidents or if you sit ergonomically correct typing, like I do, or like anybody that works at a desk job might do, all of those things can lead to your arteries and certain veins being sort of stuffed into this area between your armpit and your first rib. And that's thoracic outlet syndrome. And it results in tingling in the extremities. You can begin to lose your grip, which I have done that. Anyway, I did some research, and not only did I find out about thoracic outlet syndrome, but I did find a couple of people online as I mined patient message boards where they talk about they smoke the marijuana and then this intense pop. Now, the BioJesus, which I always say is the miracle strain, and it is, just now, the last couple hits, the pop was like, it's so less acute, if you know what I mean. So less that I felt the pop, but it was there, but muted. And then the release was intense. So like it was very, very deep. And now I do feel like circulation returning to my leg. My trial for that job yesterday, and I'll go ahead and say what it was. I mean, they didn't say that I couldn't, and it's vague enough, and they said they're not going to use it. It's for a herniated, but they wanted me to write about a herniated disc for a doctor who does surgeries, or not necessarily surgeries, but treats people who has a herniated disc. And that's all they told me. And that's the way true branded content should work when you hire journalists like me, because then it comes through like totally like, here's what you need to know. And there's no, that's why I tell people, your branded content, it's as good as the journalism you get in the paper, but better. Because not only are they telling you what to write, the people hired to write the topic you're writing about knows what they're writing about. It's not like somebody at a paper, today I'm an expert in, and they throw the dart at wherever it lands on the dartboard. So that's why I branded content. Finally, that popping noise. What is it? Right? That was the whole point of this video. It's not bones grinding, and I never knew this. It's air bubbles. I did not know that. It's air bubbles. There's a fancy name for it, but boy, the relief I get, and I grow by like 4 inches when I do it. I feel so much better. Isn't this BioJesus amazing? I tell you, it's an incredible strain. Oh, and the young man, I had such a nice time at the dispensary, even though I got angry it took so long. That young man sitting across from me, a very, very smart young man, he must have the same conditions as me because he mentioned all the good strains, Granddaddy Purple, BioJesus. I'm going to tell you something. Those people at that dispensary, we have been through some shiat. We have. Talk to everyone later.